Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're very well indeed. So this video is actually for Ashley, but I thought there's a lot of people out there probably with the same problem, and so I thought I'd come back to you because I said I would come back to you, with some information about how I've been doing. I am a massive advocate for helping yourself. If you can help yourself, help yourself. Don't leave all your problems at the doctor's door because the NHS is overrun, and they're working hard, but they can't solve everybody's problems. But usually I find people can help themselves massively. So I know that lots of people out there suffer from hormone issues that are really affecting their life. They're affecting their life, and whether it's the time of the month or it's the menopause or it's terrible periods or whatever, it's a time that's really affecting your life. So there's many symptoms that go along with a hormone imbalance, and there's many things we can do about it. Yeah, and I am living proof that you can literally turn it around in a month. So at the beginning of December 2017, I thought I was going insane. I had the worst PMT ever. I didn't recognise it at first. You're looking at a woman that never suffered from PMT in her life, and the past year or so has really struggled hormonally, emotionally, mentally. It's really affected me and hindered my life. The chronic fatigue that often comes with a hormone imbalance is difficult to cope with, and also the insomnia that comes with the chronic fatigue is terrible to cope with. A couple of years ago, it can affect your thyroid. Even though your thyroid can be functioning properly, a hormone imbalance can affect how efficient your thyroid actually is working. And I lost my hair and had bald patches and all sorts. And as I said to the doctor, because I did get weight gain with it, I says I can deal with being a bit fat and I can deal with being a bit tired, but I can't deal with being bald, doctor. And I have done a great deal, and those of you that know my journey, I've been so frustrated because I basically got told I had mental health issues, I should be on antidepressants. I'm a very happy person, I'll have you know. I've been told many things like that. My private consultation with a private consultant was hindered by my GP surgery, where they failed to send the right tests, and so he couldn't make an evaluation. I've been at the hospital, I've had all kinds of tests that showed an imbalance, but there was nothing that they could really do about it. And I thought, sod this, right? So I've been telling everyone the funny story about how, I was really losing it at the beginning of December, and I said to Duffy, I'm frightened you're going to leave me. And my husband said, I won't leave you, darling. I went, I'm also frightened I'm going to kill you with the iron. So a lot of ladies out there will understand this. It's completely irrational. We know it's irrational afterwards, but while it's happening to us, we're in the throes of it, and it's very hard to fight your hormones. Over a month on, I am sleeping better. Not brilliant, not 100%, but definitely improved. My energy is up. No PMT whatsoever. My periods have regulated. The cycles were all over the place. I really was struggling. Now, they said that I'm going through an early menopause, but I think this can be applied to any lady who's struggling hormonally, who's struggling with, problems with the hormones and with their periods. This will help you all. For those of you that are going through the menopause, or even not, if you want to get it, there's a book called The Passage of Power by Leslie Kenton, and it is a fantastic book full of insightful information that you can really use to help yourself. It is an amazing book. She's quite an inspirational writer, so if you can get past that bit first, the information in that in the book is amazing. And I've actually been using it for some of my ladies that are trying to get pregnant and wanting to get pregnant, because there's information in there. It's not just about the menopause. So that's Passage to Power by Leslie Kenton. It's an amazing book, so I would highly recommend that. But I wanted to balance my hormones. Now, the biggest problem that we have in this day and age is being estrogen dominant. But obviously, if you're going through the menopause or anything like that, the hospitals and everything will say, oh no, you can't be possibly estrogen dominant. But estrogen now is in our food, it's in our pesticides, it's in our meat, it's in our cosmetics, it's in our water, it's in everything. It's in plastics, it's in everything. And if it's not estrogen, it's something that mimics estrogen in the body. And so your estrogen levels can in fact be low and you can still be estrogen dominant, because it's the balance between estrogen and progesterone. Obviously, we also have things like the contraceptive pill that can be estrogen based or progesterone based, and that creates an imbalance. I had a terrible time, which I think is probably what kicked me off, with the implant. I was fine for a little while and then I went insane and it caused all manner of issues. So estrogen makes your body act like it's pregnant. You'll get fatter, you'll get terrible insomnia, your skin will change. My skin changed. Lots of things will happen when you're estrogen dominant. Progesterone makes you calmer, makes you sleep better, makes your fat burn. Yeah, so it's the yin and the yang, and we need a balance of this. So because the doctors were kind of slow and I wanted to help myself, take the pressure off the doctors, there's other people worse than me, I decided I was going to help myself, right? So this is what I did. The easiest way to balance your hormones in the most natural way possible when it's just a small imbalance is to take ground flax seeds. You can take a spoonful on your cereal or in your food. They taste of absolutely nothing. It is high fibre. We love fibre because it goes through the system like a snowball, gathering in excess fat, excess hormones, passes it out the other end. We love fibre. So I've been using the ground flax seeds. I've also been taking flaxseed oil. I've been taking a couple of these a day to really help balance out and regulate my periods, because they're not gone completely. So that's what I've been doing. First of all, I'm also taking a Bertie Bassett's multivitamin and mineral. So everyone's going, Bertie Bassett's? And I went, well, the reason for that is you don't want to be rattling, do you? And when you have a little sweetie that's a multivitamin and multi-mineral, it makes you feel nice inside. Also, they will take the mick out of adults, but they'll never take the mick out of children. So the Bertie Bassett's multi-mineral, multivitamin, I've been taking that as well. Now, maybe what's unusual that I've been doing is I heard a great deal about essential oil and how it can really help to balance out your hormones. So I've got 2 essential oils here that you can get off Amazon. Thyme and clary sage, right there. And I got an almond oil to use as a carrier. You never put these directly onto the skin. And so I made a little mixture up, and I got my little one here, and I put it on once in the morning, once in the evening, just, you know, and it's supposed to, it goes into your skin, it smells divine, yeah, and it also just, it's into your system, it's into the bloodstream in about 2 or 3 minutes through the skin. Now, this was something I was trying. I'd heard great things about it. I'd spoken to, you know, ladies that knew about it, but I have a very poor sense of smell, so I thought it might not work for me. Do you know what I mean? I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked at how well it's helped me, and it really has helped me balance out, you see. And I was just so impressed with it. It's really made my day. As I've said in other videos, I take rhodiola for energy. You can put this into, it's a tincture, you can put it into tea, or you can take it directly on the tongue, but I don't like the taste of it, so I put it into other stuff, and that's for energy. And I also take my vitamin D and my B complex as well, on top of my multi-mineral and vitamin. I don't take these every day, every second or third day. It's just to top me up, just to see how I'm going. But I was hitting it hard, and eating exceptionally well, lots of high fibre foods, eating a rainbow, not Skittles, but eating a rainbow, lots of colourful foods, lots of colourful veg and fruit, so that I was getting all my minerals and everything. And I really wanted to help the body as much as it possibly could. Now, when you're estrogen dominant, you're lacking in progesterone, the balance isn't there. And I came across this, it's Wellsprings Serenity Cream. This is a natural progesterone cream. You use it very sparingly, and I don't use it all the time. I use it from day 14 of my cycle to day 28, yeah? You use it very sparingly, like a quarter of a teaspoon. It's very small, and you put it on different parts of your body each time, so that it doesn't, it doesn't get used to one spot. This has helped the insomnia massively, and what I thought really interesting is the days that I've gone without using it, I'm just coming up to, I'm on day 13 now, I think, so tomorrow I'll start using it again. But I was fine, and then just the last few days I've stopped sleeping so well and so I feel like, oh, I'm beginning to need it again. But this has massively balanced me out also. Now, I said I'd do an update because I said to Duffy, you're going to have to be my rational head. You're going to have to tell me whether this is working. So, as I said, my cycles were 12 days, 46 days, 43 days, 22 days. They were all over. 28 days on the dot. My period came, and I was shocked because I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice that it was coming. And I didn't have the heavy boobs like I did before, and I didn't have all the fluid retention that I had before, and I felt good. Also, I said to Duffy, like when you go, was I really over emotional? And he went, no, yes. So I knew I was bad because Duffy never says anything bad about me, so I knew I was bad, and I felt it myself. I was in a bad place mentally at that time. Duffy saw a massive improvement in me, a massive improvement. The proof is in the pudding, guys. The proof is in the pudding. So I went back to get my test results from the doctors, from the hospital, and indeed they had improved. Of course, when I told the doctor everything that I was doing and how I was really going for it, they went, yeah, it's probably not that's done it. But I said, but you've not given me any medication. You've just done the different tests. The proof is in the pudding. It's in the tests. So these were my tests at the beginning, and these are my tests now, and there's been an improvement, and I feel better, and it's made a massive difference to me. It's a massive difference. So I know it's only 1 month, and we're still trial and error. We're still going on with it. But I've found a great deal of benefit from these things. So whether you are going through the menopause or not, I highly recommend using the rhodiola, the flax seeds, the ground flax seeds, the flaxseed oil. If you need a pep up with vitamin D and B complex, feel free. And then we've also got thyme and clary sage oil, which have been amazing. This has been the surprise to me. I didn't think it would work, but it's worked wonderfully. And you put them in a carrier oil to make up a little solution so you can use it. If you are going through a menopause, or even if you're post-menopause, you can use the Serenity Cream by Wellsprings. Or if you think you are estrogen dominant, please go to your doctors and find out, or do your research. Here's the thing: too much progesterone, it won't hurt you. So if you did go haywire on it and it didn't show you any benefit, it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to harm you in any way. So that's what's fantastic. They've done a lot of research on this, and there's no side effects from it, only benefits. So if you use it and you don't get any benefits, you can just stop using it, can't you? It's not dear, I don't think, because it lasts for ages because you're using such small amounts. It's 20 quid, 19.99. It takes a little while to come, well worth the wait, and it's really made a big difference to me. So this is my catch up, yeah? Now, I don't expect to be on all these supplements and creams and potions forever, but I was in a bad place hormonally. I was in a bad place with my periods. I was in a terrible place for my PMT. I rang the doctor and said, guys, I'm really worried. I think I'm losing it, you know. And they said, we can see you at the end of January. This was at the beginning of December. And I thought, I'm not going to make it till the end of January. So I knew I needed to do something for me. And it's been over a month now, well over a month. And the difference in me is unbelievable. So if some of this can help you, then that's fantastic. And it's all well and good. As soon as I've begun to correct my hormones, I've dropped 6 pounds really without trying, you know. My thyroid is working more efficiently. Obviously I've got to deal with my Hirschsprung's disease, which is my bowel condition, but I've dropped 6 pounds. I'm not really trying too hard, whereas before, when there was a hormonal imbalance, I was killing myself and not really changing at all. So you're battling against yourself. So I said, I'm going to stop battling against my body and I'm going to start working with my body. And that's what I decided to do. Passage to Power by Leslie Kenton, an amazing book. I did my research. I spoke to doctors. I spoke to aromatherapists. I looked at my nutrition and decided I was going to work with my body naturally, and my body turned around in record time. And if mine can, yours can too. So I hope this has helped you, and I'll speak to you soon. All right, bye for now.